What's up, everybody? Welcome to Bite This here on WWE.com. Kevin Kelly along with Dr. Tom Pritchard. Good to have you back, Tom.
Hook 'em horns.
Hook 'em horns.
Back from Texas. Darn right. Missed all this snow.
This could be a great weekend for Texas. Stone Cold Steve Austin to return at No Way Out. Stone Cold Steve Austin with the opportunity to finally get his hands on Eric Bischoff. And after everything that Austin had been put through in his career by Eric Bischoff and what Bischoff did last Monday to Austin's good friend, good old JR, you have to wonder how much revenge is going to be on Stone Cold's mind when he makes his WWE return this Sunday at No Way Out.
What a perfect setting for Stone Cold Steve Austin to come back to World Wrestling Entertainment. We've always said anything can happen in WWE, and this Sunday at No Way Out, Eric Bischoff is going to find out that anything and everything could happen to him. And I know that Stone Cold probably has a lot of frustration, a lot of tension he wants to release. And Bischoff's going to be the guy standing right in the way. And a lot of old memories are probably flooding Stone Cold's head right now. And I think Eric Bischoff is in for a world of hurt at No Way Out.
Well, we'll find out, of course, what happens this Sunday live at No Way Out. It's available on pay-per-view. But for those of you that want to check it out, we have a webcast available as well. You can order No Way Out right now, live streaming and audio and video from the site. It is going to look great. It's only $17.95. You can order right now, WWEshopzone.com. What's that, Mr. Vallow? Off air, making comments? All right. You're the audio guy. Hold it down. Thank you very much.
Wait a minute, man. Was this kind of stuff going on last week?
Oh,
because you know what?
big time.
I was on the phone last week, and with Brother Love, I could barely hear. He could barely hear me. And all of a sudden, I got all jumbled up. What's going on when I leave?
A lot of technical issues.
Obviously.
A lot of personnel issues as well.
Yeah, Josh obviously did a horrible job.
Big problems all the way around.
Always is.
We're going to be having Kane, and Rodney Mack will be our very special guests here in the hour. Of course, we know Kane. He's a legend here in WWE. This will be the first time getting to talk to Rodney Mack, and a lot of you don't know who this guy is.
I love when Rodney Mack was in the Mean Street Posse. They was good. Him and Pete Gas.
No. That's not Rodney Mack.
Thought it was. It was Rodney Mack, Pete Gas.
No.
The Green Street Posse.
Different posse.
Oh, okay.
This one's, we're hanging with Theodore Long.
Ooh, that's a good posse. And you
Back with
can't
the
go
Mac.
wrong with Teddy Long.
You can't go wrong with Teddy Long.
No way.
We'll talk to Rodney as well as Kane in the hour, plus Taz, who had quite a long, strange trip this week because of the snow. We'll talk to him about that, plus all the goings-on. We'll preview everything for No Way Out along with Taz a little bit later on. But here to talk about No Way Out and everything happened on the Raw side of things, our good buddy Droz. Droz, welcome to Bite This. How's everything going in your neck of the woods today?
Well, actually, we got a leak from our washer coming down from the upstairs to the downstairs, coming through one of our ceiling fans, so not that great, but besides that, it's okay.
Other than that, everything's fine.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, how badly do you think things are going to be going for Eric Bischoff this Sunday with Austin's return at No Way Out?
Oh, he's in for a world of trouble, and I mean, like I said before, all the pent-up frustration, anger Austin has, for being out for so long for whatever reason, but, and everything that happened with Bischoff with his career, which actually turned out for the best for him. I mean, he could actually thank Bischoff for firing him, but the way he did it, and I'm sure the animosity he's had towards him, I'm sure it's all going to come boiling out, plus the attack on JR. I don't think there's anywhere in the world that Bischoff could hide, and considering he has to square off one-on-one, he's in a world of trouble.
Hey, Droz, real quick, you know Eric is a black belt.
Yeah,
Eighth degree.
I saw him breaking boards the other night, and that was very impressive.
Yeah, you think Stone Cold's going to be impressed by that?
Somehow I just don't think so.
Right.
May not be a big fan of karate.
I don't think so.
Well, I know that, of course, with Stone Cold and Eric Bischoff all part of No Way Out, we also have Rock Hogan 2. Last night on SmackDown, Droz, I wanted to get your thoughts about this. We saw Rock live and in person for the first time in the ring with Hulk Hogan. The energy was electric. It was off the charts. What's going to happen second time around? Can Rock and Hogan capture lightning in a bottle once again? What do you expect in this big rematch?
Well, I mean, I think it's going to be tough to capture, the electricity they had before. One, for the simple fact, it's been a while since both have really been in the ring. Not so much that they can't pick up where they started. They've been in the business forever. But it's going to be, I think the excitement level is definitely going to be there. And I'm hoping, because of all the hype, because of all the excitement, it's going to be, it's going to be a great show. I think it could be, but, with the layoffs, it'll be interesting to see, how the ring rust is.
How about with Triple H and Scott Steiner vying for the World Heavyweight Championship? last month at the Royal Rumble. I'm sure it was not a match that, in the long run afterward, either guy was very pleased with. Can we see a lot of improvement, a lot of changes this time? Triple H coming off an injury. Scott Steiner appears like he's getting more comfortable in a WWE ring. But what's going to happen in your mind, Draws, this time around?
Well, like you said about Hunter with the injuries, I mean, I feel for him in the fact that, time and time again, every time he goes out there, something's going wrong, and it's going to make it tough for him. And, like you said, the last time they got in the ring together, things didn't gel, like everybody would hope. But, with that in mind, I think they're going to go out there, and I think they'll put on a good show. Like we said, it's going to be tough with Hunter with his injuries, but he's fought through them before. He's had unbelievable matches when he's been injured, and I think Steiner and Triple H will put on a good show.
Both guys so well, the pride that each man takes in their in-ring performances. With Triple H, physically less than 100%. Scott Steiner, I think, improving, getting more and more comfortable as he comes back after a significant layoff from in-ring action. What do you think we'll see this time around?
Hopefully Scott Steiner will finally get that victory he's looking for over Triple H. I don't feel it at No Way Out, though. I feel that Scott Steiner knows the pressure is on to have a good match, as does Triple H. And Triple H is a consummate professional, in my opinion. And I've got to agree with you, Draws. I think they're going to have a great showing no matter what they do at No Way Out, whether Steiner walks away the world champion or Triple H retains the title.
A little bit later on, Draws, we'll be talking to Kane. Of course, Kane and RVD go after the World Tag Team titles against Regal and Storm. I think a lot of people are the reviews are mixed, certainly, about Regal and Storm as they're a quality team, but I think a lot of people are just down on their perceived lack of charisma, lack of energy. I'm not quite sure what it is. Is this a layup victory for Kane and RVD? What do you think we'll see in this tag team title match?
Well, I see RVD and Kane coming out on top, but as for Lance and Regal, I mean, those guys are great mat technicians, they're great at the cheap shot. We know Regal definitely is, and they've held these belts for a while for a reason, because they know how to win, and they know how to win against anybody and everybody, and it's going to be a tough job. And that's the whole problem with them. You always have to worry for the X factor. What are they going to do to get this win? They'll do anything they have to do, cheating, et cetera, et cetera. So I mean, I'd love to see, and I still think Kane and RVD will come out on top, but it's that surprise factor that always gets you.
Yeah, and I know, Tom, with some people, some people either love Regal and Storm as a team, despise what they do, and they do their job. They get a tremendous amount of heat. Then there are others who go, oh man, it's tough to watch. It's wrestling equivalent to watching paint dry.
Well, yeah. At the same time, though, you do have to realize that Lance Storm and William Regal both have the ability to actually wrestle, actually perform, and that can be very entertaining if you let it come across that way. And I think that both guys have actually done a good job doing it. But you're right. There's so much other action to watch that at times they could be perceived as not as interesting or not as charismatic. But at the same time, I got to tell you, I've seen matches with both those guys where the crowd has been into it, and I point to Regal versus Benoit, where it was a tremendous wrestling match. And I think it's just, if you get four guys in there, such as Van Dam, Kane, Regal, and Storm, then you're going to have the right mix.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a tremendous match. I think the criticism of Regal and Storm is unwarranted. I think, again, they're part of the crew that is helping put wrestling back on the marquee, and I look forward to a great match. Draws at No Way Out also. Young man's been through a lot of inner conflict, it seems, lately. Jeff Hardy against Chris Jericho. With Jericho, you know what you're going to get, but with Jeff Hardy, it's just the opposite. You never know which Jeff Hardy you're going to get. What do you think we'll see this Sunday at No Way Out?
Well, in my eyes, I actually wrote about it last week, about Jeff Hardy and, what he's been going through and his ups and downs, and I think trying to figure out who he is and what he's doing, and that is not taken away at all from his, how he is in the ring, but I'm looking forward to seeing a Jeff Hardy of old, high-flying, no holds barred, doing anything and everything he can, flying around the ring, and, there's no better person to do that with than Chris Jericho. And I think those two are going to knock the roof off. And like I said, I think and I hope that the Jeff Hardy of old shows up, because it'll be a great show.
I think, again, having some sense super kicked back into him by Shawn Michaels straightened Jeff Hardy out a couple of weeks ago. I look forward to a great contest as well. Well, Draws, we'll all enjoy the show together this coming Sunday. No Way Out, of course, live on pay-per-view. We'll reconvene next Friday, and we'll get your thoughts about No Way Out and everything happening in the WWE. Thanks for your time, and hope everything gets patched up there with the leak.
Oh, yeah, me too.
All right, take care of yourself.
Guys, take
See
care.
ya.
All right, it's Draws checking in. Draws' 2 cents, of course, each and every week, WWE.com. Always a great read.
Yeah, certainly.
We've got a lot of people chiming in the instant feedback room, questioning the shirt.
Yeah?
I went with a fashion statement today. I went out on a limb.
Yeah?
You know, I'm tired of the snow all piled up around me. I want to get a little flavor of spring here. I wanted to wear an ugly, loud shirt. I wanted to get the warmth back. I want to... Shut
you have
up.
accomplished something, I tell you what. Hey, listen, that's a great shirt, by the way. That's something I wouldn't wear, but that's a great shirt. I have this is a Brock shirt, by the way. It's not a Danzig shirt. Real quick, can I just address this one thing about the 101 names? I actually have gone through 62 people who have done the 101 names. I have yet to find a perfect score, but the one that's most perfect and dated the earliest, I think, by next week, and it's already closed. Don't send any more submissions. I think we have enough, plenty of them. Thank you very much. But I've gone through 62. I counted them this weekend. 62.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's great.
That's a lot, man. That's a lot of time.
Yeah.
So
People spent a lot of time on this, and I know it took a long time to read through all those things.
Well, yeah, and by the end there, I was just kind of going through. And anyway, we will hopefully by next week. I'm in Louisville all this week, and hopefully by next week we'll have a winner.
We'll announce it on the show.
We'll announce
next
it
week.
on the show next week.
And we'll give out some prizes as well. Here in WWE, we lost a longtime family member on Tuesday, a name that many of you may not be familiar with. Old-time fans will remember, of course, the Sicilians, a tag team back in the 50s and 60s that really set the stage for tag teams being able to get heat. These guys wrote the book when it came to that. A lot of people say that the Sicilians were a very strong, influential team on the East Coast. Pat Patterson, Ray Stevens on the West Coast, and on a national scale. Tony Altamare passed away on Tuesday, local resident of Stamford for many years. We wanted to send our condolences here from Bite This as we take a look. There they are. And that man on the right, a lot of you may not realize, is a very young, in his prime, Captain Lou Albano.
Yeah.
Lou Albano, Tony Altamare were the Sicilians. They were a top-notch tag team. Albano was known as the Mount Vernon Mauler, and Altamare was known as the Stamford Stomper. And they were the Sicilians.
I remember the Mongolian Stomper.
That was Archie Goldie
Yeah, that's true.
down there in Knoxville. But
Well, now we got the Stamford Stomper, who would be Matt Dubas.
Matt Duba is. But we wanted to send our condolences to Tony and his family. Tony, of course, a longtime competitor for Vince Sr., and also worked here in the office. Not in this physical structure here, not Titan Tower, but when we were over on the other side of town in Stamford, Tony had duties here in the office for many years, was in charge of ring crews and things like that. Was quite a character from,
Yes, he was.
from all accounts. So our condolences go out to Tony, his family, of course, for his untimely passing. Tony was 74 years old, passed away earlier this week in Stamford, Connecticut. We've got No Way Out right around the corner. It's live this Sunday on pay-per-view. The webcast available, live streaming audio and video you can order right now, WWEshopzone.com. We'll talk to Kane and Rodney Mack a little bit later on. But right now, let's go to the phones at 888-LIVE-WWE. Let's talk to Jordan from New York. Jordan, welcome to Bite This.
Thanks, Kevin. I just got two things to address. One concerning the Hogan-Rock match, and two concerning the main event last night.
Sure.
The Hogan-Rock match, is it actually last year I told you that Rock would beat Hogan around WrestleMania, but I hope that doesn't happen this Sunday, concerning Rock's new change of attitude. But are we going to see what happened at WrestleMania, where just an intense fight, or are we going to actually see a wrestling match?
I think with Rock and Hogan, it's going to, a lot of it's going to dictate, the crowd is going to dictate what happens. I think there will be in a wrestling match. Traditionally, they say the referee is the third man. I think the crowd is going to be the third man in this one. And there is so much emotion between both guys. I think each guy wants to show the other that they're the true star, and that Rock's gone Hollywood persona, I think, is a figment of his imagination.
Well, I agree with that, but at the same time, I have to agree with Rock when he says he is the most electrifying man of sports entertainment today, and he will electrify the crowd along with Hogan more than anyone else. And I've got to believe that this is going to be one that everyone will be watching and watching every move, whether it's a brawl, whether it's a wrestling match. But both guys, you're right, both guys have something to prove to each other, as well as the fans of WWE and all the boys in the back.
And it's going to be different, I think, than last year, because I'm sure that both Rock and Hogan know that the match last year at WrestleMania was great and it was special. You can't just come out and do it again. You've got to do something different.
Correct.
You've got to do something unique. You've got to take it in a different direction. So I'm sure it is going to be interesting, to say the least, to see what happens between Rock and Hulk Hogan at No Way Out this Sunday. Rock Hogan 2 is part of a tremendous contest. We haven't talked about the six-man tag team matchup from SmackDown yet, where Brock Lesnar, Edge, and Chris Benoit team up to take on Kurt Angle, Charlie Haas, Shelton Benjamin, all three members of Team Angle getting together. Brock on his mission to get that WWE Championship away from Kurt Angle on a collision course for WrestleMania. A preview here. What do you think we'll see in this one?
You know, I've got to tell you, for Angle and Benjamin and Haas to click as well as they have in the short time they've been here, I think Team Angle has been doing everything right. Even though last night, hey, that's a great shot. That's an even better shot. That's a great shot, too. I think even though last night, you guys are doing so cool. I'm glad I'm back, by the way. Last night, I think that Kurt Angle threw a monkey wrench in the whole works, telling Brock, the stipulations as he went in the ring. And we saw Brock met the challenge, but I've got to agree that when you have a guy like Kurt Angle leading guys like Shelton Benjamin and Charlie Haas, they're unbeatable in my book.
Mm-hmm. We got a lot of things to do, of course, and not much time to do it. I want to do one thing. Before we got a break we're going to take here in a couple of minutes. There was a very interesting daily poll question on WWE.com yesterday. Now, of course, 1 week ago was Valentine's Day. So the question asked, in the spirit of Valentine's, which either former or current WWE superstar do you think best personifies Valentine's Day with their name? And you can see this question as it is now, and you had your choices of Dude Love, Greg Valentine, Rosie, Sexual Chocolate, Mark Henry, the Doctor of Desire, Dr. Tom Pritchard, Bret Hart, and Brother Love, who was a very special guest last week.
Yeah.
Well, the polling results are in.
Yeah.
Over, I think, close to 40,000, perhaps more of you voted.
Tremendous.
And if we can, let's see the results of this daily poll as to which name best represented Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day, huh?
Valentine's Day.
Gotcha.
And,
that was
well, let's, we had it there.
Yeah, but the
I wonder
technical
how many votes you
difficulties.
got.
I wonder how much.
Wait a minute.
Hold on here. Wait. None?
51,000 people voted. It looks as if Bret Hart's name got the most. Dude Love got quite a few votes. Looks like a bunch for Brother Love. Valentine.
Wait a minute.
Dr. Tom got, is that 1.6% of the vote?
Wait, what?
Out of 50,000 people, Tom, you got 1.6% of the vote?
Does that mean I came in last?
Yeah.
What about Rosie?
He's ahead of you.
Damn. Well, don't put me in any more polls, because that's dumb.
You said poll.
Yeah. I got a poll. Hey, look at that.
We got. We're trying to get a hold of Rodney Mack right now.
Who fixed that poll?
We've got to talk to Theodore Long or something. Get this phone situation straightened out.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd like to talk to Theodore Long.
Well, that's the man in charge of the phones.
I love Theodore Long. You cannot go wrong with Theodore Long.
I want to let you folks know we're going to take a quick time out here on Bite This.
Sure we are.
Before we do, tentatively scheduled for next week here on Bite This, not only good old JR, but also Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Wait, JR would be in the seat with us? In the middle, you think?
Well, we're not sure.
Maybe.
Could be on the phone, could be here live with us.
Be great if
But also Stone Cold Steve Austin. In his first appearance on Bite This, since his appearance on Bite This really was the catalyst to Stone Cold walking out back in June.
Man. I'll be here next week for that one.
So we are going to have, I'm sure,
Duda, you'll be here too, right?
Duda!
Are you shook up? Are you nervous?
Okay, just checking. Sorry.
But that's the plan for next week. So, of course, WWE.com will keep you updated. It's tentatively scheduled right now. Austin's working some things out schedule-wise, but wants to be on the phone with us next week, wants to give his side of the story just like he did in that special issue of Raw Magazine, get his thoughts about his matchup with Eric Bischoff at No Way Out this Sunday. Well, last night on SmackDown, I had one heck of a good laugh thanks to Eddie and Chavo Guerrero.
Oh, man.
A series apparently that they went out and did while they were out in California recently. Eddie and Chavo Guerrero, Los Guerreros. Let's take a look at what they did last night on SmackDown, and we'll be back in just a few moments here on Bite This. But suffice to say, Eddie and Chavo took the entertainment factor of Viva la Raza
They
to
stole a baby smell,
a
man.
whole new level. Check it out. Win with the Los Guerreros.
Hey, man, I know the whole family, they're like that. They say, man, the shit to win.
Chewy liked it.
Hey, Chewy liked it, Toro liked it, man. Toro froze, man. Toro was a frozen dog,
Poor
man.
Toto.
Poor Toro.
We'll be talking to Taz in just a few seconds. Get Tales from the Hook on a Friday. Of course, the East Coast of the United States totally snowed in last week. And because of that, Taz, Michael Cole, and Josh Matthews had a very long and interesting drive. That's right, drive to Indianapolis.
Oh.
They were able to make town.
Yeah. Who wasn't?
Well, Test and Stacy apparently had some transportation problems on Monday.
That could happen.
You know.
Yeah, it happens.
But but Taz and Cole and Josh made the show.
Well, when they were in the same car.
They drove 750 miles.
And Josh is still alive?
Apparently so. We'll get the latest on Josh Matthews' physical condition. I haven't seen him yet. As we talk to Taz with Tales from the Hook. Taz, welcome to the show. Kevin Kelly and Dr. Tom here with you.
Hello, man. How you guys doing?
Good. How are you?
Good.
Well, the frequent flyer miles I know weren't racked up this week, but certainly logging on the highway was the way to go. What in the world? You guys drove the entire way to Indianapolis?
Oh, I'm a company man. We're company men. We love the company.
That is old school right there.
It is old school. And, hats off to the young boy, Josh Matthews. I am not kidding you. The kid, he, Cole and I were contemplating driving. Coincidentally, we were all on the same flight, okay, out of New York Sunday night to Indianapolis. And, actually, we were supposed to leave Monday night, but coincidentally, again, we all pushed our flights back an extra day because we knew the snow was coming. So let's leave Sunday so we make sure we don't miss the show, being that we're all three of us are on camera performers. So we get to LaGuardia, and it's like the flight to Indianapolis, like with 20 minutes to go before we board, they cancel the flight. And it's snowing like crazy. Well, it's snowing like the Dickens, as some people say. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, okay, we got to fly somewhere else. So we try to get a flight to Cincinnati, try to get a flight to Columbus. Nothing. We waited at the airport for 2-3 hours, and it was Cole's genius idea. He said, I think we got to drive. And I go, I think you're nuts. And he goes, I think we got to drive. And now Josh sitting there like the proverbial rookie saying nothing. And
well, he's learned that.
Yeah, he has mastered that. And I said, I think you're right. And I remember how it went down. One of us had, tried to just see what Josh thought. Not that it really mattered. But he's like, I think it'd be great to drive. I'll do all the driving. I go, no, you're not going to do all the driving. We'll split the driving. The kid insisted on driving, man. That kid drove the whole way. Josh drove. So hats off to the kid. I give him credit.
Well, that's great. And I know, Taz, that we're kind of joking about it, but it's serious business because, again, being on-camera performers, listen, SmackDown would have still happened if you guys didn't make it there. You would have been able to call all of the show in post. There would have been something that could have been done. But yet you guys had the professionalism to make it. Now, I know that some other people didn't make it, especially, namely Tess and Stacy Keebler has written all about, and I know that it talks about professionalism. When you heard that other people didn't make the show, how did that make you feel? How, as someone who was a performer for years?
Kevin, we didn't, because we drove, right? So we're driving Sunday night, and it's snowing like crazy, you know what I'm saying? So we made it to like Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, and then it started getting like dangerous. So Sunday night, we didn't know anything what was going on in the world of the WWE. We just wanted to get as far as we can get safely until the sun came up. And so around 3 in the morning, we stood around Harrisburg, PA, and it was brutal. I mean, dangerous, like tractor trailers, jackknife, and it was. I ain't exaggerating. It was really bad. We've seen throughout the whole trip about 4 cars flipped over.
Wow.
Like, we didn't witness them flip, but they were turned over. You know what I mean? It was like people abandoned. I mean, it was brutal, man. It was like a war scene. But Monday, we got up in the morning. We stood in a hotel Wednesday night, and we all stood in the same room in the same bed.
Oh,
and,
nice. Just making sure we're paying attention, right, Jazz?
No, I stood in my own room, and Josh and Cole stood in one room, and that, too, is another story. But,
wow.
No, that's a joke, too. No, I'm only kidding. We had 3 separate rooms, I think. I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah, so Monday morning, now we're driving, right? Hours and hours and hours. Now, I want to kill everybody. You know what I mean? At this point, I've had enough of everybody. And then, we start making phone calls. Our cell phones are ringing, and we find out what's going on at Raw. Then we heard some people weren't making it. And my first reaction was, God, whoever didn't make it, I guess we just made it look really bad. And I didn't, that wasn't our intention, but, it was like, I don't know anybody's deal. I don't know anybody's business. Why did it make it? I mean, whatever, maybe buses weren't running or trains or there was no gasoline. I don't know what was going on, but, our number one priority was to get there safely. So, and that's what we did. And actually, we drove through Columbus. Now, mind you, SmackDown was in Indianapolis. We drove through Columbus Monday night around 10:15 p.m. So we could have made it before Raw ended if we wanted to go to Raw. You know what I mean? So not only did we make SmackDown, but we made it into the town of Columbus, where Raw was. So, but we had to keep on going because we had an early meeting the next day, production meeting. So we kind of had to hit the hay as soon as we could. So again, all 3 of us in the same room in the same bed.
Well, good. Again, togetherness. Now, just take me inside I want to preview No Way Out. I want to talk about SmackDown, but take me inside the car for a minute, Taz, if you could. What was if you could sum up all the conversations for all those hundreds of miles and all those many hours, sum up kind of the theme of the conversations that went on in the car.
Well, Josh didn't say nothing. And Cole and I just basically, we just constantly, it's just constant ribbing. I mean, you've been around this, Kevin, so it's constant needling and jokes. We buried everybody.
Gee, what a shock!
What a shock! I mean, we just anger, we had a lot of fun. I mean, we were talking about a lot of stuff. I mean, mostly the wrestling business. And then, the 3 of us are all big football fans and college football fans. We were talking about the upcoming season, that kind of stuff. I mean, nothing crazy. Josh, he's looking to hook up with some tomatoes. You know what I mean? And me and Cole, we're both married, so we're like, well, we can't, whatever. And a lot of skull was chewed, as you could imagine. If I didn't have lip cancer already, I definitely got it on that trip. What else? I don't know. I sat in the back. Cole sat in the passenger seat. He was manning the back. Old school Cole, the war veteran from CBS News.
Right.
He served in Korea and World War II and all that. I call him General George C. Patton Cole. And, his history. That's a news reporter. You know that.
Yes.
He's a big war veteran, Cole. So he's in the cockpits. He was in the cockpits and the yam bag pits. His yam bag never gets emptied. That's his problem. So, but yeah, and Josh just sat there driving like a trooper.
Well,
in my career, I'm not done talking. In my career, right, the expression, the wheelman, Tom, you know what I mean? A good wheelman is a guy who can drive, a lot of hours on the road. I myself have never been a great wheelman. I'm good for 2 hours and I tap out. The best wheelman I've ever been in a car with my whole career was Tommy Dreamer. Okay, I've driven with Tommy and I up and down the roads for years, especially in ECW. And Tommy can go for hours and hours without getting tired and wanting to pull over. Second would have to be Kurt Angle. Kurt and I used to drive together for my first 2.5 years in the WWE, and Kurt's awesome behind the wheel. And Kurt never let me drive, and I just don't think he liked the way I drove. Third would have to be this kid, Josh Matthews. This kid really impressed the hell out of me. I mean, I'm very impressed. I'm proud of him. So he's got a few more years to get under his belt, a few more trips like that, and he'll gain everybody else's respect.
Well, that's great. And again, the fact that you made it there safely was the most important part. So we're happy that happened, of course. Now,
you know what? We did it all in a Yugo. Imagine that.
Really?
No, I'm just kidding.
That would be a lot of fun.
Well, Kevin, as an interviewer, you should find out what kind of vehicle, safety, the snow. I mean, it's you should ask these types of questions.
Did you have like a 4-wheel drive?
Yeah, we had a 4-wheel drive.
Let's see.
We had a Navigator, Lincoln Navigator.
Sweet. Josh was able to see above the wheel, huh?
Well, that's why I didn't drive. But well, the dude at Hertz, he wanted to give us like a Ford Taurus, right? So I mean, it's like 15 inches of snow as he's telling me this. I said, listen, let me have a little talk. Let's step around the counter. Let's have a little chat. So we had a little chat with Taz, and 5 minutes later, we had a Lincoln Navigator with a shock. So working the ankle.
Of course, straighten him right out.
And he'll also be going to the Garden with 10 tickets in the front row next time we're there. But that's just another story.
He'll get a match.
Right.
Hey, how electrifying was it to sit there at ringside last night on SmackDown to witness the face-to-face confrontation between Rock and Hogan?
I mean, just seeing the Rock back live is awesome. And Rock, he's the whole most electrifying man, all that whole gimmick is straight up. I mean, that's what he is. The guy comes out and people go crazy for him, and he's entertaining. He just, when you watch him, he commands and demands attention, and he gets it. He's got it, and that's why he's a mega star, a movie star, and all that. And then to see him and the Hulk face to face again, man, it was cool, man. And the people in Indianapolis, the live audience was off the chart. We had a hell of a house, and the people, they knew they were going to get a great moment with Rock and Hulk, and they got it, and we delivered. The fans delivered. It was a great moment. Everybody was happy. The Yan Bag was happy.
Yeah, could you feel the same excitement for this match as, let's say, WrestleMania last year? I mean, do you see that going in to No Way Out?
Man, that's a good question, Tom. To me, I'm old school. I believe in there's nothing like the first time. Kind of like Kevin, your sex life like 6 months ago, the first time, that type of thing.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's like. But I think the rematch, the way the company's been building this, it's kind of like a big fight feel, like Holyfield Tyson 2, that type thing. Larry Holmes and Leon Spinks. I don't even know if those guys fought, but that one, that type of thing. Like Chavez versus Sandy Koufax 3, that type of thing.
That was a great one.
That was a hell of a pitch, and it was.
Hello? Taz, can you hear us?
It's gonna be pretty cool to see him come out there as a bad guy.
Yeah, that's different. And were you surprised the big tattoo on the arm? That seems to have garnered kind of like Mike Tyson in the same week, where Tyson got this new tattoo on his face. Everybody's talking about Rock's new tattoo on his left arm.
Yeah, well, I mean, Rock got a lot of ink on his arm, but Rock doesn't get punched in his arm as hard as someone can. This guy Tyson's supposed to fight a guy, and he gets a tattoo on his face, where the guy's going to be just punching the daylights out of his face. Yeah, that's smart.
Well, yeah.
So then he has the flu, and he can't fight now. What a work, God.
Yeah, well, once again, I think Rock's tattoo was part of the Samoan tradition. He went to Hawaii and did the whole, it's kind of like his grandfather.
Yeah, the ball peen hammer with the screwdriver routine.
Yeah, exactly.
I know what they do. You think I don't know, Tom? I know how they do it. How do you think I got my tattoos? I did it in Samoa.
Sure.
Right.
You didn't get those tattoos in the hook?
No, we don't do tattooing in the hook. We don't do anything like that. We don't do anything that's. I'm begging for a word. Help me. I'm drowning. Someone pull me a preserver.
You don't do anything like that.
No, we do. We go to the library. We read. We got the bookcase and the encyclopedia, the thesaurus, everything.
It's all culture.
It's culture. It's culture. Kevin.
Right.
Culture.
Hey, let's talk for a moment about the six-man match at No Way Out, where on one side we've got Brock Lesnar, Edge, Chris Benoit, and of course on the other side Kurt Angle, Charlie Haas, Shelton Benjamin, Team Angle unites. Preview of WrestleMania, perhaps. Kurt Angle, WWE Champion, Brock Lesnar on a mission. In a six-man match like this, the young guys are really going to have to step up. It's kind of like we've talked about this before with young performers stepping up. Haas and Benjamin, now the tag team champions, really thrown into the spotlight here. Their first pay-per-view match as a unit here on No Way Out.
Right. Okay. What's the question?
Well, the question is how much pressure are these young guys feeling, and how much are they going to be feeling it, and how much is Kurt's expertise and experience going to help guide them through this match?
All right. Haas and Benjamin, there'll be a lot of pressure.
Okay, then.
No, I know. I think Charlie and Shelton Benjamin, there'll be a lot of pressure on them, obviously, but being there with a guy like Kurt, who's used to being in a main event position, they're learning from Kurt. And that was why I think one of the main ideas, not only does Shelton Benjamin and Charlie Haas fit the Kurt Angle persona and the character perfectly, but they're learning from Kurt, and that's by design. I mean, and it's working, and they're learning how to be players, big-time players. And once these guys branch off and start getting their own identity, they're definitely going to be major players. Each of these guys individually. Kurt's Kurt. I mean, Kurt's always hitting home runs. Brock Lesnar too. I mean, Brock. When you're sitting there watching Brock live, man, he is really starting to cook. People are starting to get with this guy, and I think Brock is. Guys like Brock and Kurt, if you haven't gone through the future of SmackDown, or maybe the WWE, enough, because they are. Brock's been looking good lately, and he's getting back to that animalistic form that he should be at.
That's very important, I think, as we head towards WrestleMania. The road to WrestleMania goes right through Montreal. Taz, listen, we want to thank you for your time. We're going to enjoy hearing you and Michael Cole call those great matches this Sunday at No Way Out. Best of luck, and we'll talk to you next week here on Bite This.
Don't forget about Heat. Heat's on TNN, and it's a SmackDown match.
That's right.
It's like old school, Michael Cole and Taz on Heat. Not as old school as you and Cole on Heat.
No, that's old school. But you know what? I'm looking forward to that pairing because I miss the days of Cole and Taz at the World in Times Square calling Heat.
I missed that, too. I had a lot of fun doing that. But that, too, is another story, Kevin.
Well, we'll put that all in the book.
Oh, we'll put it in the book. Book it.
All right, we'll book it. Rey Mysterio on Heat this Sunday, live on TNN this Sunday. And make sure you check that out. Begins at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, right before No Way Out. Taz, enjoy yourself. Best of luck, and we'll talk to you next week.
All right, nutty ass. I'll see you later.
All right, take care. Nutty ass. And Yam Bag.
That's great. Yam Bag is good.
People wants to know. NY Rangers 88 wants to know what a Yam Bag is. Just figure it out. Come on, kid.
Come on, Yam Bag.
Yam Bag. What's this all about?
Break right now.
What?
Why?
Break?
Because we have to get Kane on in like 3 minutes.
Where's Rodney Mack?
I don't know yet.
You don't know yet?
I don't know yet. He's not answering his phone.
That's what's fucking with me.
He's
I don't know.
How are we supposed to be back with the Mac? I know, that's the other Rodney.
Nah, Pete Gas. Just get a hold of Pete Gas and get a hold of Rodney Mack.
All right, we're going to take a quick time out
Shane
here on Bite This, and we'll be talking to Kane in just a few moments. Now, Kane, of course, this Sunday, let me tell you something. Kane and RVD going for them World Tag Team Championships against Regal and Storm.
Well, that Siegel and Roram could be in some big-ass trouble. Because I'll tell you, Kane and RVD have been clicking as a team as well, and I like the fact that they get a chance at the World Tag Team titles. And, of course, William Regal and Lance Storm could be at the end of their rope. I love cliche. This is Cliche Friday.
Let's take you back to highlights from Raw this past Monday.
Pierce Sexer, brother.
Rob Van Dam did battle with Lance Storm in a preview of this Sunday's matchup at No Way Out. When we return, we'll talk to Kane here on Bite This Live. 888-LIVE-WWE if you want to talk to Kane. Right now, let's take you to action from Raw.
In the squared circle.
Burn bright for Kane and RVD this Sunday at No Way Out. Can that, some would say, unlikely team take hold of the World Tag Team Championship? We'll find out what happens. No Way Out shaping up to be a great card from top to bottom. There's 8 matches scheduled, plus a match for Heat, which will be on TNN at 7 p.m. this Sunday from the site of No Way Out, the Bell Center in Montreal. Now, you fans in the Montreal area, if you haven't gotten your tickets already for No Way Out, you might still have a chance to get some tickets. Generally, on the weekend of, there are some production seats that are previously held back that will be released. So check the Bell Center box office all weekend long, or try Ticketmaster.com. Because you will have the opportunity to perhaps see it live if you don't have tickets already. Of course, No Way Out is also available on pay-per-view, and live streaming audio and video of No Way Out available here at WWE.com. You can order it right now, WWEshopzone.com. As we mentioned, one of our guests on the phone right now. He'll be vying for the World Tag Team Championship this Sunday at No Way Out. Kane is our guest. Kane, welcome to the show. You got Kevin Kelly and Dr. Tom here with you. How are you today?
Good morning, Kevin. Dr. John.
How are you there,
That was a heck of a pitch you just made, Kevin.
Pardon me?
That was a heck of a pitch you just made.
I pitched away. My
Sure
arm
did,
was
man.
tired.
If I owned a vacuum cleaner selling company, you'd be my main man.
I'd be out
Very
there
nice.
selling them vacuum cleaners. Hey, Kane, it really looks like you and Van Dam have gelled so nicely as a team. It really looks like you guys are having fun out there each and every time.
Yeah, I love working with Rob. We are having a lot of fun. Rob's a pretty happy-go-lucky guy, and that's rubbed off on me, I think, a little bit. And maybe I'm not taking things outside of the ring as seriously as I once did. But inside it's still work, and we get the job done. But no one says you can't have a little fun while you're doing it.
Well, a couple of weeks ago, Chief Morley threw you and Van Dam in a match where, again, everything turned out great for the team. Jeff Hardy was in his bizarre state at that time and decided to get in your business. How difficult was it to go from partners to opponents and work against each other as opposed to working with each other?
Not really that hard, because everything is actually in the name of competition and in the spirit of competition. So we went out and just had a hard-fought match for the most part. So it really wasn't that hard.
Well, obviously, I think that, as you said, it shows that you're having a lot more fun and outside the ring as well as inside. Do you miss the days of Kane, the monster that would just come in the ring and not speak, but it was more or less just this straight-ahead killer, or are you having a lot better time and like what you're doing now?
Well, each has its benefits, of course. A lot of people were and are still fans of Kane the Monster, and I am too. Of course, I'm also a huge fan of the original Undertaker. So, I guess the nostalgia thing. But as far as I'm actually having more fun now, as far as being able to do, once again, being able to do some different things and just having fun.
Yeah.
Well, I know, Kane, also with a lot of the focus around tag team wrestling right now, the idea of being World Tag Team Champion, I know that's got to mean a lot to you, a former WWE Tag Team Champion. Getting the opportunity to go for that gold, though, has got to feel nice, a validation, a vindication of all that you've done. What will it mean if you and Van Dam win those tag team titles this Sunday at No Way Out?
Well, first of all, it's not going to be easy because in Storm and Regal, you have two definitely very competent technical wrestlers. So it's not going to be easy, and that in itself will mean a lot because we'll be beating what I think is one of the better tag teams out there. And yeah, it is. Anytime you're able to win a championship, it's accumulation of a journey, and it feels good to accomplish a goal, which we all know. So yeah, it would be very fulfilling.
Kane, the last time you were on the show, we talked a lot about video games and gaming and things like that. And I saw a local news story last night in New York about people that get together and play games online, and they chat with one another while they're playing them. And they play, apparently, Tom, for hours on end, all night long, and they drink this drink called balls.
Balls?
Balls.
Kane,
what?
And the more balls that you drink, the better you play, the longer you can stay up. I don't know. Kane, I wanted to ask you, are you familiar with this drink, balls? Have you ever...
I try to avoid balls as much as I possibly can. There's nothing wrong with staying up all night and playing video games, though.
But you don't need balls to stay up all
Well,
night.
hey, you do need balls.
Oh,
to
yeah.
stay up and play video games.
I heard Kevin gargles balls when he...
But no, I've never kept...
Kevin,
I'm not going to touch that one.
Well, I mean, it's that
I
drink.
tend not to touch balls.
No, well, you remember the drink that we were all drinking at one time? Kevin used to gargle it. I think it's called balls. Are you a peanut butter? Yeah.
No, it's not. I just had to bring that up.
Okay.
Kane, of course, we've also got at No Way Out. I wanted to get your thoughts on Triple H and Scott Steiner because At the Royal Rumble, I think that each man would probably say that it was not the best match that they've ever had, and they probably had some things that they would have liked to accomplish. They get another chance to do it at No Way Out. What are your thoughts about the pairing of Triple H, Scott Steiner, Triple H coming back from his recent leg injury, Scott Steiner apparently getting more and more comfortable in WWE rings, working some of that ring rust off. What do you think we'll see this time around in the World Championship match?
Well, I think you're going to see a great match. Of course, I hope Steiner kills him, but you know, I think you will see. I think you will see a great match.
Well, there's a lot of people on that list, I think, that would like to see Steiner just wipe Triple H out.
Yeah. You know, it's got to feel good just to know that everybody has Triple H's number, it seems, as of late. And if Scott Steiner can take Triple H this Sunday at No Way Out, he's going to be a hero to a lot of people. But I got to ask you, you've been in the tag team situation for a little while now. Do you miss the singles race, for instance, going after someone like Triple H, or possibly even Kurt Angle for the WWE Championship?
Well, I'll take whatever comes my way. Actually, like I said, I once asked someone what they enjoyed doing more, wrestling as a tag team or wrestling as a singles, and their answer was it depended on who my partner was, and that's exactly true. You know, if you have a partner that you can get along with and that you gel with and all that good stuff, tag team wrestling is very rewarding. And right now, I have a partner that I do all those things with. So it feels pretty good. I feel like part of a team, you know. But that feels pretty good. So I'm pretty content in the situation I'm in.
Hey, we've got Kane. We've got a lot of people that want to talk to you. The number to dial is 888-LIVE-WWE. Let's talk to Rick from Seattle. Rick, you are on Bite This with Kane. Go ahead with your question.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Good.
My question is, Kane, you've had a lot of partners in your time, and Mankind, Undertaker, but who's your favorite in and out of the ring?
My favorite in and out of the ring would still have to be Undertaker, just because we share a special bond. I enjoyed my time with X-Pac a lot also. Sean and I were very successful. But as far as my favorite partner, it would still have to be Undertaker.
Yeah, the Brothers of Destruction certainly were, I think, one of the greatest tag teams of all time that had perhaps its shortest run. Physical dominant tag teams of the era, as you look back in the 70s, you could say it was the Executioners. In the 80s, the Minnesota Wrecking Crew. And in the 90s, it had to be the Brothers of Destruction. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I tend to agree with that. I think that if you transplanted us anywhere back into time, we could hold our own against anyone. The Road Warriors, anyone like that. So I'd have to agree with that summation.
Yes, it seems like both you and The Undertaker had that intangible it. Well, every time you stepped in the ring, there was that magic, the electricity, and now I can see and feel pretty much the same thing when you and Van Dam walk in that ring. It's a different team, different size, but you also feel that magic and that electricity when you guys walk in the ring. And obviously this Sunday, you and RVD are looking to take the championship away from Storm and Regal. And once that happens, that'll take you guys in another road to go on. And I've got to ask you, if indeed you guys do walk away the champions, who do you want to face first once Regal and Storm are out of the way?
Probably the Dudley Boys.
Yeah.
I'd say, because not only are they, once again, one of the best tag teams out there, they also deserve a shot at the championship. Their shots actually, they've been tag team champions quite a few times, but as good a team as they are, I still think they're underrated.
I agree with that, and they certainly have been under the gun thanks to Eric Bischoff, which leads me to my next question. How much are you looking forward to, Kane? How much are you looking forward to, A, seeing Stone Cold Steve Austin again, and B, seeing him in the ring to beat the holy hell out of Eric Bischoff?
I'll give you the same answer I gave with the Triple H Steiner match. I hope he kills Bischoff.
Again, we've kind of talked to everybody over the last few weeks since Stone Cold's return has been targeted for No Way Out. You've been around WWE now for over 5 years, and again, you've seen a lot, and a lot has come and gone through your tenure here. Will you welcome Stone Cold Steve Austin back with open arms? Will you be one of the guys who maybe had a problem with him leaving? And as Steve asked, if anybody does have a problem, please come up and tell me. What do you think about Austin's return?
I have mixed feelings about it. Anybody that can contribute to the company, of course, I'm going to welcome back. By the same token, being a contributor, you need to provide leadership, and you need to provide the right sort of leadership. And if Steve does that, which I hope he does, and which I know he's capable of doing, everything is going to be copacetic. So, like I said, I have mixed feelings, and it's awful early to tell, but I hope everything works out for everybody.
Have you had the chance to even talk to Stone Cold over the phone or at all since the announcement has been made he is coming back?
Yeah, I talked to him. I talked to him just briefly, just to say hello and see how he's doing. And he seemed like he was in real good spirits and raring to go. So I hope he is.
Well, again, I think everybody will benefit, and Kane, you touched on that. The idea of a guy coming back like Austin is going to help everybody. It's going to help the company and help its bottom line and things like that. So will that alone help cure the ills, if there are any? Will that help alleviate any negative feelings that anybody might have about Stone Cold coming back after leaving the way he did?
Well, like I said, it all goes back to providing leadership. What we do, we not only do for financial reasons, which Austin's return certainly will help, but we also do it because we love to do it and because we have a passion for it. And in that respect, that's what I was talking about when I was talking about leadership, and a guy that's been in Steve's position as far as the company banking on him, which he's come up to the plate many times and hit home runs. And that's what we need, and we not only need him to be there to help the company out in a financial, in a marketing aspect, but also in a leadership aspect.
All right, well, Kane, listen, thank you very much for your time. We want to wish you the best of luck. You and Rob Van Dam going after the World Tag Team Championship this Sunday at No Way Out, taking on William Regal and Lance Storm. Thanks for your time, and check in with us real soon here on Bite This, okay?
Hey, thanks, Kevin, and Dr. John.
Hey, see ya.
All right, Kane, thank you very much.
Thanks, guys.
All right, bye-bye.
Man.
That's Kane, and of course, we thank him for his time. Always a great guest.
You know what? Then in during my trip to Texas, I stayed with Brother Love, and I walked in his office, and I happened to see a mask of Kane for his son. Kane is going to look at that mask and figure out that's who he was named after. And I thought, what a sick guy this Brother Love has to be.
Brother Love's son is named Kane?
Isn't that sick? Isn't that just, I wanted to name my kid Mr. Wrestling too. But it was a daughter, so
it wouldn't have worked.
Either that or Evelyn Stevens. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Rob SCE has said, I think Kevin Kelly has drank his fair share of balls.
Okie dokie.
NYC Ball of 2003. I know Kevin Kelly downed a few balls. Kane, Boom Boom says Kane don't like balls. He likes pie.
Pie.
And then Boom Boom put a asterisk, a capital Y, or a bracket, a capital Y, and another bracket, which kind of looks like, well, anyway.
Yeah.
Wow.
Gotcha.
If you think about that.
I don't have to think about it.
Yeah.
I'm pretty good.
Holy dog shit! Texas, only steers and queers come from Texas.
Hey! I'll have you know I didn't see one steer when I was there. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Anytime. I'm here all week.
Talk to me about this camp that's coming up in Louisville this week.
Wow. You know what? I am looking forward to this camp because I understand we have close to 45 people, maybe 50 by now. I talked to James Cornette last night. Looking to have a lot of people from all over the country come to Louisville this week, and it's going to be starting actually on Sunday, but I leave tomorrow morning, hopefully, if we don't get too much ice. And it starts Sunday afternoon, and it ends next Friday. But I will be back on
What's
Friday.
the point of the camp?
The point in the camp is to find superstars for World Wrestling Entertainment.
You think we're gonna? You think? I mean, well, how do you think this is gonna go? What do you think? What do you think?
Well, here's what I
prospects are?
think. It's so hard because I've done a lot of these camps, and I've had the opportunity to see a lot of independent wrestlers out there, a lot of guys who want to get in the business and want to get in WWE. And to be honest with you, because we are the only game in town nowadays, you have to have that something extra, that special it factor. And unfortunately, a lot of people don't understand that right now. Some do, but we don't see. I don't see. If I have 20 guys in a camp, I see maybe one that looks the part and can have potential, and will have potential. But it takes a lot of work. It's not easy because if it was, everybody would be in WWE.
Mm-hmm.
The competition is stiffer than ever. You have to really be special and make yourself special and understand that.
What do you think? What kind of things are you going to do at this camp to see who has it?
Well, it's like we do in every camp. How do you walk in the ring? How do you carry yourself outside the ring? How do you carry yourself and do an interview? And how do you present yourself?
We need to hire that guy.
Yeah, that guy could make you nothing but money, man.
He would
set the territory on fire.
He looks good.
Yeah.
See if we can get a number.
Wait a minute, hold on.
That fella's smart because he's pointing at his head.
Pointing at his head and he's got a watch on his hand.
Yeah,
where's your watch?
It's at home.
Okay, good.
Now that guy's pointing at his head, but I don't think that's the type of guy that we're looking for here in WWE.
I tell you what, that's the kind of guy that was here quite a while back. And that guy had a nice robe on.
Now, why do old time wrestlers wear robes?
Well, you got to be old time wrestlers. I mean, Kurt Angle. No, wait a minute, hold on. Now that's a sidekick. That's over. Look at how high that is. I'm on my tiptoes, or that guy's on his tiptoes.
That's Bill Super Goof Wallace.
That ain't Super Goof.
You know what? No karate guy could ever whip nobody.
Yeah, no. What's your point? That's why I'm a wrestler. They don't want to be no crap. Hey, that's Paul Bosch's nephew. That's me.
Nice slacks.
Right at ringside. Paul was always a fashion statement. He was a fashion player.
This is ridiculous.
No, it's not ridiculous. Come on.
Who's that little kid on his lap? What is this, Michael Jackson?
No, that's not Michael Jackson. That's like his nephew or something.
Yeah, what a sickie.
Hey, that's after my first match. That's in Bryan, Texas.
Did you win?
Well, yeah, I won. I beat up Satanus #2. Hey, man. I found the greatest wrestling stuff because I cleaned up my mom's grave. And that's Kurt Angle in his first match. His very first match. Not his first match in WWE, but his very first match. He wrestled me.
Did you win?
No, he beat my ass.
It's
showtime. Not showtime.
Anyway, what did you find?
Oh, let's call it. Hey, I found magazines. I found my wrestling boots. I found some autographed pictures. I found an autographed picture of Tim Woods, actually.
Really?
Yeah, I did. Actually, I found some other autographs.
Why don't you bring that box with you? Are you going to be here next week?
Well, yeah, but I had to ship it. Like my friend Sam took it over to his apartment, or to his house. Actually, he has a house. He doesn't have an apartment, but he's going to keep it. There was like 25 boxes
of wrestling stuff.
Yes, thank you very much.
Are you going to have it sent up here?
Oh yeah, he sent the first 5 boxes yesterday. It should be here next week.
When it gets here, just one. I'd love to just
tell you
dig through some of that memorabilia with you here on the show.
A lot of it is an old Mil Mascaras calendar, I think from 1970-something or 80-something. Whatever it is, I don't remember. It's just
12 months of Mascaras.
Yeah, 12 months of Mascaras. That was tremendous. Yeah, we got some great stuff in there, man. It was great. Really good stuff.
Hey, Matt Duba.
Hey, Matt Dubas.
We've talked to Droz. We've talked to Taz.
Yep.
We've enjoyed those segments a lot. We looked at Los Guerreros. We saw highlights from Raw. We've talked to Kane.
Let's talk to Kane some more.
All that's left on my list is Rodney Mack.
Pardon me, I didn't mean to burp on you.
You want me to do an impersonation of
Yeah, I know how to do it.
Otherwise,
Where is Rodney Mack?
I have no idea.
Call Pete Gass, get him on.
No, that's not him.
I keep telling you, I know Rodney Mack. And that's him and Pete Gass.
Rodney Mack wrestled on Raw this past Monday. He beat Al Snow.
He beat Hal Snow.
And this was one night after he and Theodore Arlong kicked the crap out of D'Lo Brown.
Why'd they do that?
Not down with the Brown anymore. We're back with the Mack.
Oh, see, man, because, you know, I missed Heat because I was in Texas. I missed Raw because I was in Texas.
Well, they don't have Heat in Texas?
Oh, I had a lot of Heat in Texas, but that's another story. Point is, I was doing other things I had to be doing and kind of got all sidetracked. But I'm going to call Teddy Long. I'm going to find out what the situation is, why he's not down with the Brown anymore, why he's back with the Mac. Yeah, actually, I did. Well, I didn't bring my phone down here with me, but if you call, you know what? If you call Nicole and tell her why, And even if she wants to go in and get my phone and scroll down, it's in my phone.
What time is it?
It is about that time.
What time?
About that time.
It is 5:08
5:08.
p.m.
Hey, let me tell you something else. If this is something that I'm going to write
Let's
about.
go to the phones.
Wait. Put.
Random callers.
Yeah, let's do the random call. I love that part too. Hey, don't forget next week I'm going to announce the winner of the 101 questions.
All right. Hello. They hung up. Hello, you're on. Oh, hello, you're on Bite This.
Hello?
Hello, you're on the air. What's your name?
Hey, it's Kevin.
Hello, Kevin. How are you? Where are you calling from?
Towson University.
Towson?
Oh, yeah.
They love us at Towson.
Maryland?
Oh, yeah, you know it.
You mean where Stacy went to school?
Where Stacy and Big.
Oh, prestigious
Right now,
alumni base for sure.
So right now, my keister could be sitting in a seat that was once occupied by Stacy Keebler.
Ooh. Or by Big. Either
Or
way,
by Big.
Either way, you'll be sniffing it. Hey, what's on your mind?
Well, first of all, real quick, I just want to say, as a person and as a wrestling fan, things like what Taz, Michael Cole, and Josh Matthews did, there's just one reason why we respect the hell out of what you guys do. And what true wrestling fans appreciate, it's stuff like that. I just wanted to say that real quick.
Very cool.
And that's what puts the people in the seats. And no matter what the numbers are, we will always be there because it's things like that.
And very well said.
And real quick, I just want to ask, do you think it's Booker T's time right now to run with the ball?
Yes, I do. I thought, I don't know what it was. I saw something different in Booker T last Monday that I hadn't seen in him before. Just everything clicked. Everything was crisp. When he came in the ring, I mean, it was all business. There was not one misstep. Flawless in his execution. I think Booker T's time is now, and whoever comes out on top this Sunday, whether it's Triple H or Scott Steiner, Booker T is right there. I think now's his time.
I saw the same exact thing, and I hope it is.
Well, we hope for as well. Kevin, thank you very much. Enjoy your weekend down there in Towson. Don't drink too much, and we'll talk to you again soon.
All right, take it easy.
All right, take care.
Can you dig that? Oh, cool.
All right, 888 Live WWE. If you want to be part of the show here on Bite This, let's go back to the phones. Hello, you are on Bite This. You're on the air. What's your name?
Hi, my name's Seth.
Seth? Seth?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
I was wondering what's going on with Edge's neck. I've read some stuff. I don't know if it's true or not.
I don't either.
He's got a his C4 through something. His neck is pretty serious right now. And,
so, is somebody going to replace him at the pay-per-view, or will he be able to make it till WrestleMania?
No. Well, athletes here in World Wrestling Entertainment have more guts than brains a lot of times, and are more resilient than a lot of other athletes, in my opinion, as well. I think Edge would love to make it No Way Out. I think it's just up to the doctor right now, and it's a wait-and-see process.
I think tune into. We'll probably find out something on Heat this Sunday. It will be a last-minute, real game-time decision.
Oh, we want Rhino.
Well, that would be interesting. Another guy coming back off the injured list. You never know what you're going to get with him, though, because he hasn't had any matches back. Again, I'd love to see Edge in there this Sunday, whether he's injured or not. I think he deserves to be in that spot.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, you guys have a good one.
Thank you. You too.
Bye.
888 Live WWE. If you want to be part of Bite This, we'll keep mowing through these phones. No Way Out this Sunday, live on pay-per-view. Web broadcast also available. WWE.com. You can order right now for $17.95. WWE ShopZone.com. We're back on the phones right now. Hello, you're on the air. You're on Bite This.
Hey,
Hey, who's this?
Josh.
Hi, Josh. What's going on?
Nothing much.
Hey, Josh, how was the trip with Taz and Cole?
Hey.
Okay, never mind.
Anyway, Josh, where are you calling from?
Maryland.
Maryland?
Pretty lame, yeah.
What's on your mind, Josh?
Nothing. I just wanted to know, what is Rock's problem with spitting in Hulk Hogan's face?
It's a very good question.
What is what?
What is Rock's problem? He spit in Hogan's face.
I think Rock's a superstar, and he doesn't think Hogan's as big a star as he is. That's what his problem is.
A lot of guys change, man, over time. I was surprised. Does Rocky Sucks chance really seem to drive Rock nuts, though?
I know.
Okay. How old are you, Josh?
14.
You got a girlfriend?
Yeah.
What's her name?
Brittany.
You want to give a shout out to her?
Sure. Hey, Brittany.
Hey, how much
I
you
love
weigh?
you.
What do you weigh, kid?
Huh?
What's your girlfriend weigh?
100.
Oh, okay, great. Well,
You
that do the question.
How far you gotten? Did you kiss her yet?
Huh? Huh?
Yeah. You make out with her?
Nah.
You working on it?
Nah.
How old is she?
How old is she? 14.
You guys go to school together?
Yeah.
All right.
Cool. All right, Josh. Thank you very much.
Don't get married.
Bye.
Okay.
Don't get married.
Well, not that age, man.
Let's talk to Patricia from St. Louis. Patricia, welcome to Bite This.
Yes, hi.
How are you?
Doing pretty good. Watching your show.
All right. Coming to the Savas Center in a few weeks.
Yes, I am. I can't wait. I
What-
got front rows.
Oh, good. Very good. What's on your mind, dear?
Well, I was curious about one thing. I was wondering, how is Big Sexy Kevin Nash doing? Is his injury healing well? And when will he be back?
Injuries healing well. Been getting in the ring, I understand, a little bit, Tom?
Been getting in the ring this week in Louisville and looking well. Feeling good. It's just a matter of time.
Oh, that's good to hear. I'm glad everything's going good for him. Because
Yeah.
I know he'd just come off one injury and then bam, into another one.
Yeah, well, hopefully this will be the time where he can make that one last good run that I think all the fans want to see.
That's great. I did want to say one other thing, and that is on the 17th when you guys come to St. Louis, Missouri, my best friend in the whole world's birthday is that same night. I'm going to hold up a poster for him. His name is Eric, and I'm also going to wish a happy birthday early to Kane.
Hey, you going to flash your boobies that night?
No, I'm a
Listen,
little bit more modest than that.
Why don't you make a sign that says "Bite This Rules"?
Bite this rules. Hey, that's exactly it. Bite this does rule.
And if you can't make a sign, flash your boobies.
I'll draw them on the cardboard.
There you go.
Okay, I'll just draw them on the cardboard.
Very nice.
Okay.
Yeah, start making. That's Patricia. Thank you very much. We appreciate the phone call. Have fun there at the Savas Center on March 17th.
All right, thank you.
All right, take care. That's good. That's good advice, I think, for all the fans.
What's that? Flash your boobies?
In addition to flashing your boobies, I think you should make Bite This signs.
Yeah, why not?
And let's see.
screwing around and let the girl go.
Let's see how much pub we can get for this show here on our broadcasts.
Bite This Rules.
Or flash your boobies. 888 Live WWE if you want to be part of the show.
Or Bite This Rules on your boobies.
Write it on your boobies. If you had 3 boobies, it'd be easy.
Well, no. Yeah, you're right. Okay. Flash it on your boobies and then
888 Live WWE is the number to dial. Hello, you're on Bite This. You're on the air. Who are we talking to?
Hello?
Hello.
Yes, this is Michael.
Hello, Michael. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Memphis.
Memphis! In the house!
Tennessee, yeah.
That's right, man.
What's going on in Memphis today?
Oh, nothing much. It's raining down here. Fogging everywhere, man.
Bastards.
What, you know how it is down here. Boring as always.
I know, man. You got the King's house rocking, though.
You been over to the King's place lately?
No, man. I'm looking for my gym coach. He lives right by Jersey Canal. I told him, hey, man, give a shout out at King for me. And tell him I'm one of his fans. He said, all right, maybe I'll get your autograph by him, too.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting on the autograph.
He loves it when strangers stop by because he always invites them in for a nice Coke. Sometimes he has crackers, sometimes he has cookies. But he loves it when people stop by because he's lonely and he can't get enough of strangers.
Oh, okay.
And if you can hook him up with a woman, he'd probably love you even more.
Yeah.
What's on your mind?
Hey, a few weeks ago, I was Vince McMahon told Eric Bischoff that he would love to see Stone Cold Steve Austin come to Raw because he would like to see Eric Bischoff try to control Steve Austin or something like that. Do you think that Eric Bischoff might be able to find his way to Steve Austin?
Be able to control him, you mean?
Yeah.
Hell no.
No, I know.
That's why this is so intriguing. The irony of this whole thing, Michael, is that Eric Bischoff needs Stone Cold Steve Austin, needed him to save his own job. And what he needed to save his own job is his worst nightmare. A guy in Stone Cold Steve Austin who hates his guts and will love to kick his ass this Sunday.
I know. What do you think is going to happen if, let's say, I don't know how this might happen, but let's say if Eric Bischoff beats Stone Cold Steve Austin?
Well,
what do you think this man is going to feel like?
If Eric Bischoff beats Stone Cold Steve Austin, the earth will split open and hot molten magma will pour all over us. Magma. It's not going to happen. Austin is going to wipe the mat with him and destroy him.
And
well, I believe you too. I'm going to check it out this Sunday if I can.
Well, you can.
They got pay-per-view in Memphis.
Yes, they do.
I know, but it's too expensive.
Hey, you've been.
I'm going to Hooters and check it out.
There you go.
Yeah.
You look at some naked boobies while you're there too.
Yeah, I know. I'll probably take a camera.
Boobies.
Hey, I got a question for you. You been out to Harvey Whippleman's place lately?
No.
Walls, Mississippi.
Walls, Mississippi, right there, Highway 61.
Yep.
No, never
on your way to Tupelo.
He loves strangers dropping by too.
Or on your way to Tunica, really.
I don't know why they do with my family. We barely go out. We barely go out.
How about Coco Beware? You seen him lately?
Do I want to be who?
Hey, where do you live?
Superstar Bill Dundee's hanging around there, I'm sure.
You been to Superstar Bill Dundee strip club?
No.
It's called Superstars.
I'm only 14 years old, man.
Oh, hey.
14?
You sound like you're 36, man.
I know, and my voice is changing.
Yeah, I guess. All right. Yeah.
It's going to go up.
Sure.
It can't get no lower. Hey, listen, thank you very much for the call, and enjoy No Way Out this weekend.
All right, thanks.
All right, take care. Good callers here. 888-LIVE-WWE is the number to dial. You want to be part of the show here on Bite This, down there in Mempho.
Yeah.
Hello, you're on Bite This. Welcome to the show.
Fellas, how you doing?
Good. Who's this?
This is Jesse from Jersey.
Hello, Jesse from Jersey. What's happening?
Nothing. What's going on, guys?
Nothing.
Let me ask you a question. You're talking about No Way Out. We're talking about the return of Rock and Hogan. I took a consensus, and the big question is, Kevin, what the hell kind of shirt are you wearing today?
What do you mean? What kind of shirt?
I mean, you had that pink shirt on for 2 weeks.
Yeah,
that was.
And what is that? Caterpillars on the shirt?
Yeah,
or
the caterpillars like your shirt there.
No, I'm not knocking on it. It just looks straight. You know, up close it may look good. Dr. Tom, you got a better view of it than we do here over the internet. It looks really strange.
Yeah, it is strange.
This shirt sends Dr. Tom back into a flashback from his drug days.
Hey, dude, listen, man. I don't have to have flashbacks from that shirt, man.
No, this is a print shirt, and I wore it today because we had the Friday Meltdown.
The what?
Friday Meltdown.
What's
it's
that?
a new tradition that we started over at the TV studio.
You and Hank?
It's catching like wildfire.
Yeah.
It's
like wildfire. Go ahead.
We're having Jesse. We're trying to find a way to bring a little warmth, to get a little feel of spring and summer. So I decided to wear an ugly golf shirt today.
And what's that called?
Friday Meltdown.
Friday Meltdown.
I see the close up of it right now. It's very interesting. It looks better when they do a close up.
It's shockingly loud.
I got my Brock shirt on.
You do, and I'm very happy for you, Dr. Tom.
Me
You're not
too.
wearing a sweatshirt today. You're always wearing the sweatshirt with the muscle pants, and you're looking good today.
He's talking down to you right
now. Hey, I could care less. You talk up to me, down to me. You just talk at me.
No, I'm not putting you down, Dr. Tom. I wouldn't do that, man.
Thank you.
He's treating you like that crazy uncle that he's got.
I got a crazy uncle. I am a crazy uncle, you son of a bitch.
Let me tell you, fellas. I was at the New York Toy Fair this weekend, and we had an exclusive party at WWE at the World.
Yeah.
Excuse me, I almost said WWF New York. Excuse me. And there were some superstars there. I want to say everybody was super nice. Hurricane actually hung out with us for 45 minutes. I can't say what things he was saying because he told me he would kick my ass if I did. But everybody was very nice. Jazz was nice. Ivory was great. Lita looked great. One question: is JR just a miserable man because he just never looks happy?
What? And you know what?
Maybe it's your beer talking.
Well, no, JR's a wonderful guy. He just has a lot on his mind.
You talk to him. I mean, he just never seems like he's happy at all. Not a smile ever. Nothing.
He's very happy, but you know what it is? It's hanging around you Yankees that he hates.
Oh, that's not right.
Hanging around you damn Yankees. Otherwise, it'd be fine. When he's in God's country, when he's in Oklahoma, not that damn Texas.
Oklahoma.
Not that rotten state of Texas.
You know why Oklahoma don't fall into the Gulf?
Why?
Because Texas sucks. No, wait a minute.
No,
wait a minute. No, why Texas doesn't fall in the Gulf? Because Oklahoma sucks.
That's it. You and Briscoe are going to fight now.
I don't care. I'll fight Briscoe any day of the week.
Jesse, thank you
on Sunday.
Thank you very much for the call.
No problem.
Enjoy No Way Out.
Just kidding. I love Oklahoma.
All right, let's.
Great time.
We've got a very special guest right here.
Darn right we do. We've been waiting on him.
It's obviously time because we're not on Eastern time, we're not on Central time, we're on Rodney Mack time.
That's right.
Rodney Mack, welcome to Bite This.
Hey, how are you?
Good. How are you, man?
Fine.
All right.
We've been waiting on you there, Rodney Mack.
That's a $50. That's a $50 fine, by the way, for being late.
All right.
You make it to Dr. Tom and Kevin's vacation fund.
Hey, man, what's up, Doc?
See,
yeah, you got Kevin Kelly, Dr. Tom here with you. Bro, first of all, welcome to Raw. It is great to see you on there with Theodore Long.
Thank you very much. It's great to be here.
How much fun have you had with Theodore Long so far?
Oh, he's great. I mean, it's just wonderful, man. He's more than a handful.
He's more than a handful, but
Yeah.
I've known Teddy Long for a long, long time. And I know that anybody he takes under his wing, he shows them the right way to do business, he shows them the right way to go, and he tells them exactly the way it is. He keeps it real on the road, man. And I got to tell you, I think that you have a perfect opportunity right now being hooked up with Teddy Long now that he's no longer down with the Brown and he's, what'd you say, back with the Mac?
He's back with the Mac.
That's it.
I mean, you've got to be enjoying yourself right now.
Oh, I am told that it's a whole new experience for me, and I mean, I'm hungry for it, and he's the right guy. He's the perfect guy.
Hey, you know, we saw you have long.
Then go to practice for a while, and then later on I hit the weights for another couple of hours at night. So that's about 5 days a week, 4 days a week.
Well, I've been taking a look at you too, man, and we were talking about it earlier before the show. The transformation is incredible, and it looks to me like you're gearing up for something major here in World Wrestling Entertainment. What are you going after right now? I guess the sky's the limit, but is there anything you have your sights on in the immediate future?
Well, really just being the best that I could be. It's just, it's a whole new level of competition out there, and I know I can handle it. It's just want to get in and I don't know, get the feel of things, and then from there I'm trying to go as far as I can hopefully to the championship.
Hey, the World Heavyweight Championship would be a great honor. Tell me about, Rodney, tell me about your training and your background. How did you get started in the wrestling business? Where did you come from, and how did you find your way here to WWE?
All right. Well, actually, I've been wrestling all my life since I was about in the 4th grade. And, it's always been a lifelong dream of mine. I played football and wrestled throughout my elementary and high school years, and I'm from Lafayette, Louisiana, and then from there I went on to play college football in Arkansas, and I happened to meet up with the Junkyard Dog when I was about a junior in college, and he offered me, I kept calling him a year and a half later, and then from there he took me from Lafayette. I guess I trained with him for about 6-7 months before he passed away. And I did a lot of independent work and ended up trying out with ECW. And I did pretty good there. And that was at the time, maybe a couple of months before it shut down. But after that, I went back to the independents and kept trying with the WWE, and I finally got a shot.
Well, that's all it took was you getting your shot. What were some of the lessons that Junkyard Dog taught you? Because I think he was... fans that saw him in the 80s here with this company didn't realize what a cultural phenomenon that he was down working for Bill Watts in the 80s. What were some of the things that Junkyard Dog taught you, other than just, of course, the nuts and bolts of how to wrestle?
Well, he taught me how to be. He told me to be a professional wrestler. You had to have guts. Not just in the ring.
A little personality profile here. We'll start to learn a little bit about Rodney Mack. Now, Tom, you have your list of questions as well. Certainly. So we'll just start here with some easy ones. Rodney, Coke or Pepsi?
Coke.
Halle Berry or J-Lo?
J-Lo.
Cake or Danish?
Cake.
Tom?
Cake.
Wow. Well, sorry about that. Strawberry or peach ice cream?
Strawberry.
Okay.
Jackie Chan or Jet Li?
Oh, that's a good one. Jet Li.
Okay.
Jet Li.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Linda Miles or Jazz?
Wait a minute.
Wait. Okay, just checking, man. Make sure. Okay. How about? Well, all right. Let me go with this one here. Okay. Let's say red or green.
Red.
Definitely.
Red. Yes.
Yes.
How about Kobe Bryant or Michael Jordan?
Oh, Michael.
Wow. Terry Funk or Mikey Whipwreck?
Oh, Terry Funk.
Good.
Thank
Good.
you. Good answer.
Good.
Hey, man.
Football or baseball?
Football.
Okay.
All right. Kevin Kelly or Michael Cole?
Oh, Kevin Kelly.
There you go. All right.
Very
answer.
good. All right. You did very well.
All right.
Rodney Mack.
Thank you. Yes,
Excellent.
golf clap.
Excellent. Hey, I know we're of course we're talking so much about No Way Out. We're talking about Rock Hogan too. I wanted to get your thoughts, Rodney. We talked to Kane earlier on. Pairing off these two icons once again, bringing back the legendary rematch from WrestleMania. What are your thoughts about Rock Hogan the second time around? You'll have the chance to see it there. I know you'll be backstage. What do you think we could see this second time around?
I think it'll be pretty close to the first one. But in my opinion, that was a phenomenal match. I don't know what to say. It's like two of the greatest of both of their times in the ring, and it was phenomenal just to be there. It's awesome. So I really think it'll be. I don't know if it'll be just as awesome because that was hard to top, but I'm sure it's going to be a real great match to watch.
And Stone Cold Steve Austin returns to the WWE at No Way Out. Are you, like everyone else, looking forward to seeing him get his hands on Eric Bischoff?
Definitely.
Well, I know, Roddy, that the best is yet to come for you and Theodore Long. I know that you cannot go wrong with Teddy Long.
I've never gone wrong with Teddy Long.
And if you remember that, I'm sure you will not have any problems. I want to wish you continued success, the best of luck, and we'll talk to you again soon here on Bite This.
Well, thank you very much.
All right, take care.
Have a good one.
Okay, brother.
Rodney Mack there on Bite. He did very well on our little quiz.
Yes, he did. And I'll tell you what, if he sticks with Teddy Long, he's going to do very well in World Wrestling Entertainment.
Because you can't go wrong with Theodore Long.
You cannot go wrong with Theodore Long.
All right, we're going to wrap things up here on this edition of Bite This. We want to remind you, of course, that No Way Out is available live on pay-per-view this Sunday, beginning at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 Pacific. And it's going to be shown in countries all over the world. Check your local listings if you are...
Czechoslovakia?
No. Damn it. But 150 countries around the world will see No Way Out before it's all said and done. And be able to see it live. Also, streaming audio and video, a great webcast for only $17.95. You can order right now through WWEShopZone.com. No Way Out is going to be phenomenal. You don't want to miss it. How can you miss Rock Hogan 2? How can you miss Stone Cold Steve Austin's return? That's all you need to say right there.
Yeah.
Austin is only going to return to fight Eric Bischoff one time. That's it. It's going to happen at No Way Out. It can only happen one time.
Right. Are you going to wear that shirt when watching No Way Out?
No, I'm going to wear an even uglier shirt.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
But you won't be on the air.
My effervescence will come through.
You are gay.
Effervescence.
I think you and me, we need to go out and we need to get us some balls.
Yep.
We need to sit down and drink the balls. Apparently it keeps you up. Balls keep you up.
I'm all for keeping up.
That's what it said.
Hey, Matt, so next week when you're here and we have that big thing going on, yeah, you wouldn't miss that for the world, would you?
What? World? What?
Ah.
What about it?
Okay, good.
Are you going to get on the microphone?
No.
So
Why
get
not?
on the mic and talk
It's
to
not working.
Yeah, it is.
Why not?
Idiot.
Sure it is. Come on, Matt.
Okay, what would you like to know?
Why are you not going to be here next week?
I have plans.
And they would be?
I have a rare vacation day.
Do they involve a girl?
No, they do not.
That would be rare.
Wow.
Yeah.
You did say rare.
Wait a minute. Well, hold on. No girls involved?
Laugh it up, yeah.
What about women?
What about Girls Gone Wild?
Yeah.
There might be a few.
Are we going to do something with Girls Gone Wild before
Yeah,
that
are
pay-per-view
we?
airs?
Get the girls.
On March, 13th?
I think it's, something like that. I'd have to double check, but I think it's right around there.
The second week of March,
Yeah.
Girls Gone Wild pay-per-view.
Yeah. It was pretty cool. I'm definitely ordering it. I wish I could go.
Well, we need to get some,
If I need to be on location.
Girls in.
Did your parents have any children that live?
Where can we go around here where we might find some wild girls? Where?
Right down the street, man.
Right down the street?
Yeah, Beamers. I mean,
no,
sorry. I meant, I didn't mean that. I meant the studio. I didn't say that either.
Hey,
wait a minute.
Not talking about Girls Gone Wild or anything, but Mrs. Dr. Tom, was she offended by any of your comments
Not
in the
at
car
all.
last week?
Shoot, she knows how I am. She knows me. I got her in the palm of my hand. I mean, no, she wasn't offended. But I'm still looking into some mighty shady stuff going on.
Like what? I don't get it.
Like people
What's
look
shady?
at my pictures. Shady stuff.
On the phone, and the instant feedback says J-Lo has an ass that's too big.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, like...
You know, somebody right here, it's gay showing all those pictures. I got to agree with him, man. To a point. Show the cool stuff, like the Jews. I got some great bloody pictures, too. I got some cool stuff, man, that I packed up. 25 boxes worth.
25 boxes?
Yeah, I cleaned up my...
There's Dr. Tom taking a dump.
No, that's...
There's him holding the Alabama Junior Heavyweight
That's
Championship.
not Junior Heavyweight, that's the Alabama Heavyweight Championship.
From down around Texas.
That's down around Houston, Texas.
Down around Houston, Texas.
Hey, Houston has a new aquarium, too, right where the Coliseum... Well, not right where the Coliseum... The Hobby Center's right where the Coliseum used to be. Hey, there's Aaron Schick. That's the man here stretch when I first break in. I'm 16 there, I think. My first match. Thank you.
Were you ever touched as a young child?
No.
Inappropriately?
Not inappropriately. I'll tell you what, my girlfriend in high school, though, she was, woof, she was good. Hey,
Yes, you did.
yeah, well, I mean, she wasn't good in that. I mean, she was okay. She was, boy,
Was
she
she
taught
hired?
me some stuff that
Hey!
I didn't know existed.
Yes, you did.
Inner dialogue.
What? Wait a minute.
You didn't... I'm hearing voices again.
What? Yeah, yeah. Take your medicine regularly.
Yes!
All right.
Boom Boom wants to know, big boobs or little boobs?
Me personally, or
You personally.
You know, Duda, your participation in the show is always welcome.
Yeah.
However, it's always good if you speak into the microphone if you wish to be heard, as this is an audio-based
the
program.
listeners do not need to hear my 2 cents.
Ah, you got
So you're
2
having
cents
your
too,
own little
huh?
show in the corner.
Sure. Go ahead, Vallo.
I would believe anything that's warm would be good for him.
Size does not matter, though, in the boob category?
So next Friday it has something to do with warm?
As long as there's nothing downstairs.
This from the Dungeons and Dragons champion of the East Coast.
See, that's what happens when I turn off the mic. The hell away from the audio board.
Okay, this show is really coming
These
to
two are now fighting, our
Yes,
crew.
okay.
They're having a fist fight.
Hey, come here for a second. I want to ask you a question.
Come here, young man.
I need to ask you a question.
Come here.
Seriously. No, come here. Please.
Come on, you want to be on TV?
Yeah, come here. Come here and be on
No,
TV.
please,
Come here
no.
for a second. I want to ask you a question. I'm good at this.
My child.
Seriously, come here. Okay, don't come here. Okay, stay over in that chair.
We are out of time on this edition of Bite This.
Don't come out.
With No Way Out right around the corner, Stone Cold Steve Austin's return to take on Eric Bischoff, we wanted to end with a very special look, a Desire piece that was done on Stone Cold Steve Austin. We wrap up this edition of Bite This. Enjoy No Way Out. We'll see you next week. Austin, tentatively scheduled as a special guest. Stone Cold, JR next week here on Bite This.